Can you hear me now? If you can hear me now, please tell me. Just put up a thumbs up or something like that. Tell me if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please put up a thumbs up or just say you can hear me now. I'm not sure why this is doing this. This did this before. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Ditto that. Okay. Okay. So behavioral alt hypnosis. I know who you are. Can you hear me? Yes, everybody can hear me. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we all can hear me now. Excellent, excellent. I'll have to figure out why that happens. I think it's because one of my mics don't work and then one of my mics did. All right, so once again, what I was doing is I was talking about the Michigan Hypnosis Conference that's coming up June good. It's coming up September 20th to the 22nd. And there are a whole bunch of people, whole bunch of very famous people coming to this conference. There is, I'll say it again, because I'm honored to say it again. There's Richard Cole, Dennis Ridgway, Jim Kellner, now I got it right, Grant Saunders, Jeff Bennick, Connie Joe Holmes, Helene Catherine, Alan Sands, Daryl Wright, Vinny Brigance. I love this. Like I said, I was saying, I love this guy. He is amazing. He is incredible. Vinny always has a very positive thing to say to everybody, and I'm honored to have him listen to us and be at this conference. You are amazing, Vinny. We have Huda Husseini, another one of my favorites. Huda is so full of bubbly, and she's so bubbly and so full of positive energy that literally it's impossible to get my sister and Huda in the same room because they both are incredible. They both are incredible. And so get ready for lots of hugs and a lot of energy from her. There is Amanda Dodd, and like I said, there's just so many other people. I'm so honored to have at there. Now I'm honored to say that I'm on the board. I want to thank Dan to be because Dan, I appreciate you letting me be on the board and speaking at the same time. Wow, at the same time. So we're speaking at the same time. At the conference. I'm very, very pumped and very, very honored. I'll be talking about speed induction. I'll be talking about ab reaction, and I'll be working with my friend Dennis Ridgway on the way it used to be and the way it is now, hypnosis. Very, very cool. Very, very fun. It's jam-packed. If you want to know what's going on, the schedule is on the website and on Facebook. So check out, which is the website is www.Michigan Hypnosis Conference, and the the Facebook is if you just type in Michigan Hypnosis Conference. That simple, that easy. It's a lot of fun. You'll see some of my videos that I've done because I love doing videos. It is a lot of fun. So what's going on? What's going on today? Oh, I was also saying at the conference, Richard that Hypnotist Cole will also be performing. Can't wait to see him. So I'm going to yell right now because my lovely wife wanted me to say hello to Alan and Felicia. Alan and Felicia, Karen says hello. Hi, Karen. They say hi. They say hi back, just so you know. All right, so let me tell you all the fun things that are happening. So we're going to talk about what's going on in the minds of hypnotists. First of all, when we set up a show, by the way, I just did a show for the Alma football team, which went fantastic. By the way, that was a sold out show. Not a seat was left there, and that was a 200 seat theater, and all of them were there. It was amazing. Lots and lots of fun. Did some brand new stuff, created a brand new show, which I'm going to talk to you about in a second. So what goes on in the mind of a hypnotist when he's doing a show, especially when he's doing a show? First of all, we have an order that we know that we're going to do, an outline. We know we want to talk a very small intro talk. We want to get people pumped up. We want to get people interested in being part of the show. During that time, I have no idea. I know what I want to say, but I don't know if I'm going to say it that way. It could be a whole bunch of different ways. In other words, I want to feel very comfortable saying it with the crowd I have. If the crowd is a little rowdy, I'm going to get people even more pumped up. If they're rowdy, if they're a little more subdued, it is my job to get them rowdy and all that fun stuff, to get them involved. Involved is the most important thing to get your crowd into, so people want to volunteer. So after we do that, I usually have one or two things that I know I'm going to start with. I don't know until I find out who in the show is going under very deep, or what stage or where they're at, how deep they're under. If most of them are very deep, we have a fantastic show. There has been a time where I've only had one person really deep, and the rest were just at the average being under. At that point, I used that person who was under very deep a little bit more than other people. But he would be, if you call it, my star of the show. But the object of the whole thing is to get everybody involved in the show. So if I'm going to do, when I do a show, yeah, I'll showcase one or two people who are under deep. But the idea is to get everyone under and everyone involved. So I'm going to do a lot of chain reaction suggestions. I'm going to do a lot of group suggestions to get them involved. Because the more they get involved and the more they take that suggestion, the deeper they will go eventually. And they do. They eventually do sink into a deeper state, as deep as a person who is a star of the show. And so and Karen says this perfectly. I love this person. I do. She's my wife. King of improv. King of improv. If you have a good improv sense, people who just start out as hypnotists need that improv sense. Don't read from a script. That is probably the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can read from a script is fine when you're learning, but when you're actually doing a show, you don't want to do anything like that. Mr. Goyette is on. Oh my gosh. Dan Goyette, my friend, is on right now, and he says hello to Scott, and I'm very glad you are here. And I was just talking about you, Dan, and how amazing you are running this whole project called the Michigan Hypnosis Conference. So being the king, like I said, being a improv specialist, that's what makes you good. How do you get that way? How do you get to be an improv specialist? Well, you gotta practice. You gotta do more. You gotta believe. You have to believe in yourself. That's the key. Believe in yourself. Do you have to be a narcissist? No. Do you have to be selfish? No. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you literally can do improv and do it well and work with the crowd and get that crowd involved with you. That is a very important key. So when I do a show, I'm constantly talking to the crowd. I'm constantly getting the crowd involved, whether it is in the beginning, which is again the most important, the first part of it, or while I'm doing a show. While I'm doing a show, I guarantee you I'm breaking the fourth wall and talking to those people. And especially now, because I've changed my show. And I've got this show to where it has a central theme. Now, if I can get, and by the way, this central theme works now for not only high school kids, college kids, adults, seniors. It'll work for anyone who has an imagination. As long as you have and where did I get this from? I got to tell you, the best people who are hypnotists usually look at something else and augment it to what they want, to their style. That's what I did. And I saw some of these things. I went, oh my gosh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So this is amazing. By the way, speaking of improv, I usually never know what I'm going to say here until I say it. I could start out with something, go on with something else, start out with something and go on to something different. That's the way it works. So you've got to have a connection. You got to create a connection. You got to make a connection with your audience, whether it is people who are here, literally here, listening to me, and then they listen to people who share this video with other people, and I get 100 people or whatever. It doesn't matter. It could be here or it could be in front of audience of 100, 500, 1,000 people. It doesn't matter. You need a connection. You need to make a connection. How to do that is to be yourself. Be who you are with your crowd and get them involved one way or another. Don't just talk to them, don't just talk at them, talk to them, talk with them, get them involved. So I wanted to show you what I meant by in the beginnings of this. And I want to talk to you about endings, and this is what I'm going to talk to you about. So this right here, I wanted to show you is a video of beginnings and endings, and you'll see something very interesting about beginnings and endings, because, well, there's beginnings but no endings. You'll see what I'm talking about right now.
How you guys doing? Are you guys having fun? Excellent. I heard you guys have been a lot of places, having a lot of fun, doing a lot of fun things. I am your next surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a hypnosis show. I'm going to be your hypnotist for this evening, and I'm going to be looking for 15 pumped up, excited people who really want to be hypnotized. Those are the people I'm looking for. Livonia Stevenson! You guys are on Instagram! Who wants to be hypnotized? Get ready, we're going to be on in about 5 minutes from now. Get ready, pump it up!
Now, when I made this video, I'm looking at this right now. When I made this video, I absolutely had no idea of a perfect ending. I wasn't sure. I had a whole bunch of different kind of endings, but they were meh. They were not great. Until a friend of mine, we worked together. I kind of show him some interesting things, and he gives me some ideas that absolutely work. Also, that I'm talking to you, Scott, just so you know. Also, there was a guy. There was a guy. There still is a guy. His name's Jim Kellner. Jim, if you're out there, I love you, buddy. Jim, just so you know, we talked at the Michigan Hypnosis. I don't know if it was or either that or Las Vegas. I'm not sure which one it was. And we talked about endings. I figured out an ending with my friend Scott. And basically, we're trying a brand new branding tool, which is called America's Fastest Hypnotist, which you can actually see right there in the corner, right there. And we have a website, americasfastesthypnotist.com. And so I decided that how do I get people to go to americasfastesthypnotist.com by the way of doing a show when I'm doing a show. Yeah, I could pass out cards, but it's not gonna get to everybody unless we do a post-hypnotic suggestion. And so what I did is I sent everybody back with music because they were jamming and boogieing back to the music. But I gave them a post-hypnotic suggestion saying that when I said the words Michael Brody, when I said my name, Michael Brody, half of them stood up and yelled at the top of their lungs, America's Fastest Hypnotist. And when other people heard America's Fastest Hypnotist, the other group stood up and yelled, .com as loud as they can. So they got Michael Brody, America's Fastest Hypnotist.com. And then they all came out of it and had a lot of fun and had no idea what was going on. And it was amazing. Tried that. I tried that at Alma with the football team. It was perfect. It was so funny. I couldn't stand it. It was hysterical. So that worked out so well. I'm very proud of that. So that was that. It's very important to have a good beginning and a fantastic ending. It's like anything. It's like theater. You have to grab them at first and then send them off at the end. Okay, so remember that it's an ebb and flow kind of thing, but both sides, the beginning and the end, have to really grab their attention so they can leave happy and talk about you. That is the key, and look you up. So I want to share with you a special video that I found that really kind of encapsulates, that's the word I'm looking for, encapsulates a lot of fun things. So here's for you, and especially people who are in the dark.
You talk like a Martian, and you walk like a Martian. Stay right there. This person right here, you are an interpreter. You can speak Martian and understand it fluently. You're going to help me understand what this Martian is talking about. If you understand that, nod your head. Excellent. You guys can watch. This person right here, the person I'm tapping, open your eyes, look at me. Come here, I need your help. If you can help me out, I think we can. I think I can pay you like about $7 million. No, don't swear. Whoa. Where is he? Are you really? Yeah, really. Come on over here. 7 mil. Okay. But you really have to help me out here. Okay. What's your name? Abby. Abby, I want you to stare right there. I have a Martian right there. Could you please, in Martian, tell that Martian to please stand up and walk like a Martian over here?
Yeah.
And he opens his eyes. And he comes over here like a Martian. Here he comes. I knew I picked the right people. Okay. In Martian, please ask him what his name is. What did he say? Translate it back into English.
Bubbles Lord.
Bubble Slorp, okay. Ask him where he's from.
You know what? How are you from Poland?
Poland, maybe Mars. Maybe Poland has, there's a Poland on Mars, I don't know. Ask him what he does for a living.
You know what?
for the government.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Ask him what he's doing here on Earth.
Yo, mama. Yo, mama.
What does he do?
He wants more dishes.
Okay. Ask him, okay, all right, if he's not what he says. Ask him, what do girls look like on Mars? No, ask him that.
Okay, Mino mama ki mama.
Obviously, guys on Mars haven't, their voice hasn't changed yet, okay? Okay, what do girls look like?
The best way I can explain it is a stick bug.
Girls look like a stink bug. Okay, ask them what guys look like.
Mi mama ki mama.
One day his voice will change, I'm sure. Yes, what did he say?
Whales.
Whales. Guys look like whales, okay. Ask him what he's here. I know he's very patriotic. Could you ask him to sing the Martian national anthem?
Mi mama ki wo.
Perfect! Oh my God. Wow. Now, we need to know what that means. So what do you say?
We love Mars and Poland. And our dishes were very good.
Okay, sounds great. Ask him to please tell him thank you very much and tell him to go back and sit down and go to sleep. Why does he look like he's constipated? And there it goes. All right. I think you're incredible, so I am going to give you an extra something else besides the $7 million. I'm going to show you how to hypnotize people.
All right, we're going to stop there.
Can I?
That was fun. Thank you very much. And we're going to go here. Anyways, so that was, I wanted to show you that. It's a lot of fun and a lot of crazy stuff happening. I'm going to bring back and use a lot of the old stuff that I used to do. And that's part of creating this brand new kind of show. And it's going to be a lot of fun working on it and creating it and putting it all together, because I have so many different kinds of suggestions that I thought it would be really kind of cool to gather a couple of them up together and see what it's like. So the first one that I'm doing right now is based on taking a vacation, going to Hawaii. And while they're in Hawaii, they have different trips and different things happen to them, and they discover things and learn about things, and it's very interesting how the mind just goes, how imagination just takes over. And that's really how this whole thing started. So as we get closer to the Michigan Hypnosis Conference, I'm very, very excited to meet new people, to have a lot of fun. And maybe we can even set up a broadcast and maybe do a remote from the conference. It'd be a lot of fun. See what happens. All right. Anyways, I have to get going. It is 7:32. I kept it to half an hour, or the best I can. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next Tuesday. That's right, next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another version of Michael Brody Presents Mind Sight hypnosis, if I can say it. Mindset hypnosis. So you guys take care. We'll see you later. And share this. Make sure a lot of people have a lot of fun with this. Thank you very much, everybody. No, really, thank you. I love you. Really, thank you. God bless. Remember, it's not Mondays. We don't say Mondays, but it's really Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube Live.